جدي جاريكس looking farther to a beat.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Hold him! In comes Ali again. He pokes it out. He wants the single this time, and he'll get it. Sami Iqbal raises his bat, takes off the helmet, and the Bangladeshi supporters away to our left and to our right. They're all round the stadium here at the Oval.
Cummins runs in and bowls. He backs away, does Ronke, and he goes for a massive shot that's gone over the head of third man into the crowd for 6 runs.
There's Rabada again round the wicket. Oh, beautifully played. Get your arms up, got a goal.
Question for Bangladesh, where the wicket's coming from. Hale's taking the aerial route all the way to the fence this time. 6 runs. Second 6 for Hales. He's moved into 95.
It's certainly working right at the moment as this is full outside off down a back foot cover drive from Steve Smith. There's no point chasing that if you're the fielder. Give up. The minute it went anywhere near that zone, he's going to punch that ball.
Goes up in the air, clears the fielder at mid-on. In fact, clears the boundary itself. It's 6 from David Miller. He's starting to tee off. First 6 for him. He's moved on to 12. The score is 211 for 3.
Here's Millen again. Fuller one this time.
Hit back to the bowlers.
Thick inside edge onto the bat. Just balled right up to the bowler. He's grabbed hold of that one. 53 for 3 now, Australia.
Takes the aerial route. Shout of catch it. And he's taken in the deep. Fuller delivery on the off stump. Took the aerial route. Fielder at deep point had some work to do. Made up ground quickly and took a catch.
He's edged it high up in the air. Josh Butler's after it, and he's caught him. And that brings to an end a terrific innings from Tamim Iqbal. Caught by Butler off the bowling of Plunkett, trying to hook it over the top.
Ball again by Stark, and again driven down the ground by Guptill. All the way for another beautiful straight ball.
Time in the air, but past the fielder at backward point. Got the elevation there and smashed it away. Bit of width and just smashed it away for a boundary. That's a 6th boundary for du Plessis.
And Ali is going to bowl again from the Vauxhall end. He's bowled 7 for 32 so far. Here comes the ball to Tamim, who goes big and long, over long on, and 6 runs to Tamim. Easy as you like.
Last ball of the over, Cummins, and this time Ronke has gone straight down the ground over the bowler's head and into the stand at the pavilion end, and that was a beautiful lofted straight drive.
So here, once again, big appeal for leg before we get up goes the finger. Imran Tahir's off. He's gone. He's heading towards the pavilion. The punch of the air in celebration. There might still be a review.
Just Mustafizu comes into bowl to Owen Morgan. And he's picked that up beautifully. It might be caught on the boundary. No, it's over the top of the fielder. It's 6 runs. Overpitched a little. And Morgan picked it up and stroked it with minimum of effort.
They need 200 altogether. And this is a terrific wicket. He's chipped it up, and he was never happy, Aaron Finch, out there. He could never find his time. He's kicking the dirt now. He's looking at his bat. That was just maybe back of a leg ball. He tried to turn it on the leg side for 1. Instead, he got a little bit high on his bat.
Short delivery, he's found the gap, pulled it in front of the fielder at mid-on. It races away to the boundary, and the fielder will not be able to cut it off. First boundary for Mendes. He's off the mark in 73 for 1.
Ashrafe bowls and a ramp shot round the corner. Caught brilliantly. A leg slip. What a catch to take the wicket of Jason Roy, whose poor form in ODI cricket continues.
Southey comes in again. He's short to Warner, and Warner has tennis ball smashed this 25 rows back over deep backward point. He was off on his toes, slapped that, and that has gone flying for 6.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017. The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Bowled him! In comes Ali again. He pokes it out. He wants the single this time, and he'll get it. Tamim Iqbal raises his bat, takes off the helmet, and the Bangladeshi supporters away to our left and to our right. They're all round the stadium here at the Oval.
Cummins runs in and bowls. He backs away, does Ronke, and he goes for a massive shot that's gone over the head of third man into the crowd for 6 runs.
There's Rabada again round the wicket. Oh, beautifully played. Get your arms up, got a goal.
Question for Bangladesh, where the wicket's coming from. Hales taking the aerial route all the way to the fence this time. 6 runs. Second six for Hales. He's moved into 95.
And it's certainly working right at the moment, and this is full outside off down a back foot cover drive from Steve Smith. There's no point chasing that field to field and give up. The minute it went anywhere near that zone, he was going to punch that before.
Goes up in the air, clears the fielder at mid-on. In fact, clears the boundary itself. It's 6 from David Miller. He's starting to tee off. First 6 for him. He's moved on to 12. The score is 211 for 3.
Here's Milne again. Fuller one this time.
ഇത് ബാറ്റിംഗ്
Bob's right up to the bowler. He's grabbed hold of that one. 53 for 3 now, Australia.
Takes the aerial route. Shaulov catch it, and he's taken in the deep. Fuller delivery on the off stump. Took the aerial route. The fielder at deep point had some work to do. Made up ground quickly and took a catch.
He's edged it high up in the air. Josh Butler's after it, and he's caught him. And that brings to an end a terrific innings from Tammy McBell. Caught by Butler off the bowling of Plunkett, trying to hook it over the top.
Ball again by Stark, and again driven down the ground by Guptill. All the way for another beautiful straight four.
Time in the air, but past the fielder at backward point. Got the elevation there and smashed it away. Bit of width. And just smash it away for a boundary. That's a 6th boundary for du Plessis.
And Moeen Ali is going to bowl again from the Vauxhall end. He's bowled 7 for 32 so far. Here he comes to bowl to Tamim, who goes big and long, over long on, and 6 runs to Tamim. Easy as you like.
Last ball of the over, Cummins, and this time Ronke has gone straight down the ground, over the bowler's head, and into the stand at the pavilion end, and that was a beautiful lofted straight drive.
So here, Imran again, big appeal for leg before we get up goes the finger. Imran Tahir's off. He's gone. He's heading towards the pavilion. The punch of the air in celebration. There might still be a review.
As Mustafizo comes into bowl to Owen Morgan. And he's picked that up beautifully. It might be caught on the boundary. No, it's over the top of the fielder. It's 6 runs. Overpitched a little. And Morgan picked it up and stroked it with minimum of effort.
They need 200 altogether, and this is a short bit wicket. He's chipped it up, and he was never happy, Aaron Finch, out there. He could never find his time. He's kicking the dirt now. He's looking at his bat. That was just maybe back of a length ball. He tried to turn it on the leg side for one. Instead, he got a little bit high on his bat.
Shot delivery, he's found the gap, pulled it in front of the fielder at mid-on. It races away to the boundary as the fielder will not be able to cut it off. First boundary for Mendes. He's off the mark. It's 73 for 1.
Shrafe bowls and a ramp shot round the corner. Caught brilliantly. A leg slip. What a catch to take the wicket of Jason Roy, whose poor form in ODI cricket continues.
Southey comes in again. He's shot to Warner, and Warner has tennis ball smashed this 25 rows back over deep backward point. He was off on his toes, slapped that, and that has gone flying for 6.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017. The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Hold it!
Sports.
I think he's out. He is. He's out.
The biggest stars in cricket will align.
Short ball. He's wrapped at the pad. Allowed appeal. He's given him.
Talk Sport.
Oh, that's gone for 6.
Putting a different spin on ordinary cricket commentary.
That's what the crowd wants to see.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Hold it!
That is huge.
On Talk Sport.
And this is the final of the ICC Champions Trophy. It's Pakistan against India. And as the Indian star Ravi Ashwin said this week, I don't think it's watched as a game of cricket, more a border rivalry. So close to the 70th anniversary of partition, just expect exciting boundaries at the Oval today from start to finish.
Welcome to Edgbaston, which looks a picture. Particularly appropriate venue today for this match, which they reckon about 1 in 7 people in the world will be across.
It's a short one, ball now towards deep square leg, 6 runs.
Well, I tell you what, if there's one ball you do not want to bowl at this stage of the game, is halfway down the wicket to Yuvraj Singh.
And that one squares him up a little bit. Appeal for LBW's given. First wicket falls for India.
Pakistan are 47 for 1. We'll see Yadav coming in again from the Birmingham end, and that one is out.
Brilliantly taken, and they've got the danger man, 61 for 2.
What an absolute gift to Indians from the Pakistan team.
Thrashing over the top of mid-wicket. There's a gap there. 6 runs to Kohli. His first maximum. And Kohli might just be ready to shift into the next gear.
And Pakistan win. What a terrible effort by Sri Lanka over the last few overs. But Pakistan have done everything they can to make this enjoyable, entertaining and beautiful.
Celebrations of the Indian players. Wahab Riaz won't come out to bat, and the victory is India's. They've won convincingly by 124 runs on Duckworth Lewis. Well, a very good morning to you from the Oval here in South London, and we are opposite the pavilion at the Vauxhall end. There is a real heat haze around the ground today. Light cloud, but intense heat with intense rivalry, and what an occasion. It is India against Pakistan in the final of the ICC Champions Trophy, and either listening or watching today, a sixth of the world's population, which in my mathematics means about 1.2 billion. So David Lloyd alongside me, you're going to get a few more on Twitter today.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of people, and it will be full. It's not full by any stretch, but it's going to be a sea of blue and green. I would suggest that India would have about 75% of the spectators here because they bought all the tickets.
Straight away for news for you for the toss and the teams, David.
Well, the teams, it looks as if there's one change. Mohammed Amir is fit and comes into the team for Pakistan. India are unchanged. But the big news at the toss is that India have won the toss. What have they decided to do? They're going to field first. Why are they going to field first? This is a pristine pitch. It's absolutely brilliant. It oozes runs. India want to chase.
And of course, the other thing with all of that, I think possibly both sides might have done that, is that it's such a difficult oval to defend late on in the game, isn't it?
Well, you get value for runs. If you get the ball through the infield, you're going to get 4. There's one short side down to the groundsman's shed, and you're dead right that if you get in, just get your time, take your time, get yourself in, and you'll only get yourself out. So India winning the toss, deciding to field first. It's not because they think that this ball is going to hoop round corners. It's going to do all sorts off the pitch. They fancy a chase.
Let's just take a check on the toss then and hear from the captains too with Nasser Hussain.
You're all set for the toss here. Got the last 2 men standing in the ICC Champions Trophy 2017. Sarfraz Ahmed, captain of Pakistan, Virat Kohli, captain of India, and the match referee for the finals is David Boone. Who's got the coin?
There.
Heads is the call. And heads it is. So India have won the toss. Let the roar die down a little bit. Virat, important toss this. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl first. Looks like a nice and hard wicket. Should stay safe throughout. I don't think this has been used before, so whatever it is for the bowlers initially, with the even grass covering, we'll try to exploit. But on and on, the wicket should remain the same, and we are a side that likes chasing, so better to have things under control when you're chasing a total down.
And you played on this ground before as well, so you know the conditions here pretty well.
Yes, we played quite a few games here. No matter what the condition, you still have to come out here and play some good cricket, which we have done so far in the tournament. So one more effort to go. There's nothing left after this, so I'm sure the guys are going to enjoy it and give it their best shot.
You played Pakistan early in the tournament, but it's a slightly different team now in the finals.
Well, definitely. I mean, if you make the finals, obviously you've played some really good cricket to get here. We don't take any opposition granted. We never have in the tournament throughout. And today is no different for us. We're focusing on our strengths and just looking to play some good cricket out here. No matter what the opposition brings, we are believing in our abilities and what we can do as a team, and that's showing on the field. So hopefully we can have another good performance today.
Your team today?
It's same. It's unchanged.
All the best, Virat. Sarfraz, you've lost the toss. You'll be batting first. Happy to do that?
I think we would like to bowl first, but toss is not your hand. You play a good batting pitch. Hopefully, we'll score 300 plus runs.
You're ranked right at the bottom of the table coming into this tournament. You're in the finals now. You must be so proud of your boys.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my boys. When we arrive here, we are number 8. I said my press conference, we have nothing to lose. So today we also have nothing to lose. Just play positive cricket today.
And your star bowler is back. Mohammad Amir is fit and fine.
Yeah, he is back and he is now playing today.
All the best. So there it is. The news from the centre is India have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
There we are, everything sorted out. David Lloyd is alongside me. Steve Harmison will be joining us in just a moment. Just with a thought on that India, of course, won by over 120 runs in that group stage game. But here, if Pakistan can actually post some sort of score, just a little pressure on the tracing side, particularly with the way that the Pakistan attack has come on in this tournament.
Well, it's really interesting when you listen to the interviews at the toss, and I thought it was a brilliant toss from India's captain Virat Kohli. He spoke wonderfully well. But Pakistan always, every world competition starts slowly, and now they're in the final. But you look at the attack, I think you're absolutely right, Mark, that Mohammad Amir back into the team, Shadab Khan, Hassan Ali, Junaid Khan, that's a potent attack. I think this is going to be a far different game than what we saw in the prelim rounds. Pakistan notoriously starts slowly.
I don't think it is going to rain today. The forecast looks good, but by the time those Pakistan attack bowlers come in, I think there's just going to be a bit more humidity and everything. Could just not even things up a bit, but I think it's going to make it interesting. The wicket looks a great one, though. Perfect. Lee and his team have put together for this tour.
Well, just talking up Pakistan, if there's anything out there, that bowling attack will find it. So we're in for an absolute belter of a game. India, when you look at that India team, a very matter-of-fact statement by Virat Kohli, we are unchanged. We know what our team is. But again, for Pakistan, Mohammad Amir coming back in strengthens the team.
Absolutely does as well. Plenty more to come from Bumble as the day goes on, and we'll be speaking to Steve Harmison next with his thoughts before the action gets underway here on Talk Sport at 10:30 this morning.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Bowled in! Down the track, up in the air, will clear the boundary, easily deposited in the side screens. That's a 6 for Shoaib Malik.
Little Dilshan scoop, which Joe Root will scamper after down towards the boundary. There are 2 chasing it, and Root has brilliantly stopped it going over the boundary for 4. A magnificent piece of fielding. He's thrown himself at it headlong.
3 boundaries in his stay. He's 16. Guptill, beautiful shot through the covers for 4. He lent into that one.
Development comes into bowl to Amla, who goes aerial this time, and that'll be 6.
Early on strike, short.
Pull down towards long on, going all the way.
Poor delivery. Virat Kohli has got maybe the answers to his slow scoring rate.
Tails, he waits, he comes down the wicket, and this time he's got to his 50 with a pull shot over mid-wicket. 1 bounce for 4.
Hazel full again, and Neesham has just picked out the fielder at long on. David Warner turns to the crowd and tells them to keep quiet.
Saranga Lakmal bowls. Amla back and across, nudges it through square leg for 100, number 25. Little bit nervous the last couple of deliveries, but he holds the bat in the middle of the blade, removes the helmet, acknowledges the applause from a packed Kia Oval. And it's going to be bowled by the left-arm spinner Iman, and that's smashed over long off for 6 by Hardik Pandya. He is a good, clean striker of the blade. He gets going straight away.
Kaez and bowls, and this time he just sweeps. I mean, it's a chance of a catch here. It's a brilliant catch as well. That is the 2nd wicket. That was absolutely vital for England. He mistimed it. He went for the big shot, the big hoik. He didn't really get anywhere near it, and Bangladesh are 95 for 2.
Hastings comes wide of the wicket, very wide of the wicket, and Taylor tries to smash it. He's got a top edge, it's up in the air, and he's caught by mid-off as mid-off comes around.
Williamson on 99 as Hastings comes in and bowls, and Williamson has just punched it into the covers for a single. And doesn't that say it all? Williamson has made so many of his runs through singles, so why not bring up your 100 with another?
Here's Malinga, last ball of the over. Duminy laps it over 3rd man for 4. It takes some courage, and confidence that your protective equipment is the absolute best to do that.
Just try and get an extra 20, 30 runs here. Once more it's played in. It's a straight shot, but it's high up in the air. It should be easily taken. And, oh, he's dropped it. That's an extraordinary drop. It's an absolute dolly.
So Root has to struggle on with the ankle that he turned in a pull shot earlier. And Shakib goes into Bolton Morgan, who clubs it for 6 over mid-wicket. Goes 10, 20 rows back into the crowd just to our left. The flamethrowers go off on the top of the pavilion stand.
It looked like he was trying to play cricket on an elevator. And he's been again edged, and that is the end of the New Zealand innings. No hat-trick for Hazelwood, but he picks up 6. 3 in the over. And New Zealand have been bowled out.
Short delivery this time, straight to the fielder at short mid-wicket. That's a welcome wicket for Sri Lanka. Du Plessis, 75 he was on. Short of length delivery from Ruwan Pradeep, 82 miles per hour. A welcome wicket for Sri Lanka. It's 189 for 2. He goes for another one, Pandya. This one is again going even further, this time leg side. Deep mid-wicket, 3 sixes in a row.
I'll tell you what, he has hit that well into the crowd.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017. The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Bowled him!
Talk Sport, Traffic and Travel with Checker.
Welcome to the Oval and the final of the ICC Champions Trophy. It's India against Pakistan. India have won the toss today. They remain unchanged from the semi-final, and they've stuck Pakistan in. They both wanted to chase on what is going to be a decent wicket with perhaps a little bit of pace. And just the one change too for the Pakistan side, with the vital man Mohammad Amir having got over that back spasm, is back in for a man who had a brilliant debut against England, Reece, but there's nothing like experience in a final. Delighted to say alongside me right now, Steve Harmison. Oh, it's good to see you. I've talked to you down the line so many times. I've watched you so many times, and it's great to be sitting in the box.
Thanks, Mark, and what an afternoon we are going to have today. This always brings back being at the Oval and a nice summer's day, normally at the end of an international season for an Englishman. It's always the last Test match, and if there's something riding on it, I go back to 05, 09 that I played in. I've been in here when big games are on, but I don't think anything's going to come as noisy as what we've got today. No, this is going to be spectacular.
I think you're absolutely right. I understand why in this tournament as well, just looking at these batting lineups, particularly India, they feel that they can chase any sort of total down. But if there's an attack to perhaps, they're both such great starters and finishers, these two pace attacks.
They're both exactly right. Both excellent at the start, and they've got great death bowling. If you think, for me, Hassan Ali in this tournament has been the pick of the bowlers. I think he's been magnificent throughout this. Junaid Khan has been brilliant. The young leg spinner, Shadab Khan. What a fantastic opening to a world tournament for his career as an 18-year-old. And Mohammad Amir was. I was surprised they played Imad, but when you look at it, Imad is going to be more of an all-rounder. I thought he bowled really well at Reyes bowled really well at Cardiff. I thought they might have nipped him in, especially on a wicket where the ball's going to go through. But they've gone with the tried and tested. You had to bring Amir back in. If he was fit, he's their best bowler. And then you look at the other side, Boomerang at the end. They've gone with the two spinners. For me, I did a lot of work on the IPL, and I thought Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was the best. He took the most wickets, but he was the most effective opening bowler. and I mean this, opening bowler with a white new ball in the IPL, and Boomerang was the best exponent at the death. So India have got all the bowling covered in at the start and the death, but don't write this Pakistan team off. England did, and look what happened to England.
Just looking at the wicket, of course, we expected just that little bit of grass on it. I think it'll carry, and of course, which means two things. A little bit of action and a little bit of work for the openers to do early on. But if you get hold of anything on here, it races to the boundary. I think really we're all hoping we're going to see a high-scoring final here.
Well, fingers crossed we get a high-scoring final. I was out there this morning. I walked across with a former colleague of mine, Ian Bell, and we looked at the wicket, and it just looks an absolute belter. And Bumble mentioned before, you spot on what he said. Just get in. Take 5-10 balls to get in, because you will make it up. And if you do get in this wicket, there's only one person going to get you out, and that's yourself. And all of a sudden, I was quite hoping, from just a fan's point of view, and seeing great cricket, because I love the game of cricket, and watching the elite play at their best. And I was just hoping that India were going to bat first. Virat Kohli was going to get in the first over. And if he got in, I was thinking he's going to get 150 for the way he's played, because I did the first game up at Edgbaston. He never got out of first gear. What a fantastic innings he had at Edgbaston against Pakistan. So they're going to have to come up with some big plans here, Pakistan, for the second half, when we look down the line of Sharma, Dhawan, Kohli, Singh, Dhoni, Jadhav. They're all fantastic players.
What also, though, the one thing, and John Norman, our cricket correspondent here at TalkSport, we were talking about this earlier, is that they haven't been tested under pressure lower down, because the likes of Sharma and Kohli and Dhawan and everybody have done so well in the various knockout games. And for Pakistan today, this first hour, basically for me, is so crucial to their whole ambitions for the whole day and winning this tournament.
It is, and Azhar Ali and Baba Azam, them two are key. Farquhar, he is somebody who just tees off. If he comes off on here and he stays there for a while, all of a sudden India could be chasing a massive total. But then they've got the two middle order who are very, very experienced players. But I just look at this and think, you mentioned that middle order for India, and I would say if we were playing in September, I'd say yes, it's a valid point. These have just come off the back of the IPL. They've all been playing high pressure cricket. They're all in reasonable nick, and when you're in a good team and a winning team, you just feed off the openers.
What do you do then against an India side like this, that you know the absolute top world-class quality? You would be opening the bowling today. What is your focus thought as the two sides make their way out? What would be the one thing you'd be looking to?
I'd be looking at dot balls. On a flat wicket like this, I'd be looking at dot balls.
Just pausing there, Steve, because listening to the reception around this ground, it's virtually full. It does look as if the Indians have got plenty of seats, and the Pakistan followers have been here too. There's been people desperate for tickets outside, all with balls hanging around their necks saying, please give us the tickets. The touts have been smiling all the way from the centre of London out here on the tube and up the road.
Well, in Edgbaston, we've seen the touts were charging 1,100 quid for a ticket on the corner.
I think £2.5 grand and 3 for 2 together would be the thing. I tell you what, we're all together here on TalkSport, bringing you what is going to be a vibrant, intense final at Oval for the ICC Champions Trophy 2017 between India and Pakistan. And the action is next on TalkSport.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
In comes Moeen Ali again. He pokes it out. He wants the single this time, and he'll get it. Tamim Iqbal raises his bat, takes off the helmet, and the Bangladeshi supporters away to our left and to our right. They're all round the stadium here at the Oval.
Cummins runs in and bowls. He backs away, does Ronke, and he goes for a massive shot that's gone over the head of third man into the crowd for 6 runs.
There's Rabada again round the wicket. Oh, beautifully played. Get your arms up, got a goal.
Question for Bangladesh, where the wicket's coming from. Hales taking the aerial route all the way to the fence this time. 6 runs. Second six for Hales. He's moved into 95.
And it's certainly working right at the moment. This is full outside off down a back foot cover drive from Steve Smith. There's no point chasing that if you're going to give up. The minute it went anywhere near that zone, he's going to punch that for four.
Goes up in the air, clears the fielder at mid-on. In fact, clears the boundary himself. It's 6 from David Miller. He's starting to tee off. First 6 for him. He's moved on to 12. The score is 211 for 3.
Here's Milne again. Fuller one this time. Bit back to the bowlers. Thinking challenge onto the bat. Just balls right up to the bowler. He's grabbed hold of that one. 53 for 3 now, Australia.
Takes the aerial route. Shaulov catch it. And he's taken in the deep. Fuller delivery on the off stump. Took the aerial route. Fielder at deep point had some work to do. Made up ground quickly. And took a catch.
He's edged it high up in the air. Josh Butler's after it. And he's caught him. And that brings to an end a terrific innings from Tammy McBell. Caught by Butler off the bowling of Plunkett, trying to hook it over the top.
Ball again by Stark, and again driven down the ground by Guptill. All the way for another beautiful straight ball.
This time in the air, but past the fielder at backward point. Got the elevation there and smashed it away. Bit of width. And just smashed it away for a boundary. That's a 6th boundary for du Plessis.
And Moeen Ali is going to bowl again from the Vauxhall end. He's bowled 7 for 32 so far. Here comes the ball to Tamim, who goes big and long, over long on, and 6 runs to Tamim. Easy as you like.
Last ball of the over, Cummins. At this time, Ronke has gone straight down the ground, over the bowler's head, and into the stand at the pavilion end, and that was a beautiful lofted straight drive.
So here, Imran again, big appeal for leg before we get up goes the finger. Imran Tahir's off. He's gone. He's heading towards the pavilion. The punch of the air in celebration. There might still be a review.
Just Mustafiz, who comes into bowl to Owen Morgan. And he's picked that up beautifully. Might be caught on the boundary. No, it's over the top of the fielder. It's 6 runs. Overpitched a little. And Morgan picked it up. Strokes it with minimum of effort.
They need 200 altogether, and this is it. Short mid wicket. He's tipped it up, and he was never happy. Aaron Finch out there. He could never find his timing. He's kicking the dirt now. He's looking at his bat. That was just maybe back of a leg ball. He tried to turn it on the leg side for one. Instead, he got a little bit high on his bat.
Short delivery. He's found the gap, pulled it in front of the fielder at mid-on. It races away to the boundary as the fielder will not be able to cut it off. First boundary for Mendes. He's off the mark in 73 for 1.
Shrafe bowls and a ramp shot round the corner. Caught brilliantly. A leg slip. What a catch to take the wicket of Jason Roy, whose poor form in ODI cricket continues.
Southey comes in again. He's short to Warner, and Warner has tennis ball smashed this 25 rows back over deep backward point. He was off on his toes, slapped that, and that has gone flying for 6.
The ICC Champions Trophy 2017. The ICC Champions Trophy 2017.
Lions Tour of New Zealand 2017. Every kick, every crunch, every game. Throughout the summer, only on TalkSport.
Welcome here to the Oval for the ICC Champions Trophy final between Pakistan and India. India have won the toss and put Pakistan into bat. We've had with London and the country mourning after the terrible events with that fire. Impeccably quiet, thoughtful minutes, silence, then the 2 anthems. And right here, right now, it is going to be perfect conditions to start this final. Temperatures in the 30s. As far as the Pakistan batsmen are concerned, they don't want to get themselves out in the 30s. Get yourself set, get on with the action. They're about to cross the ropes. And in the commentary box is Bumble and Ian Danton.
Thank you, Sags. Very good morning to you, wherever and however you're listening to our coverage of the ICC Champions Trophy final as the smoke clears from the pyrotechnics at this Vauxhall end. We can finally see the Pakistan opening batsmen Azhar Ali and Fakhar Zaman make their way out to the wicket. How do you stop India in tournaments? Since 2011 they've been involved in 7 global tournaments. They've won 2, reached the final in 4, the semi-finals in 6. An extraordinary win-loss ratio of 34 wins to 7 defeats. Can Pakistan get rid of the inhibitions that stifled them so badly in that opening group stage game and topple them when it matters most. Morning to you, Bumble.
Well, good morning, Ian. Morning, everybody. What an atmosphere. It could only happen in cricket, these pyrotechnics. There's a fog all across the ground as the batsmen come out.
That doesn't class as cloud cover, does it, for a bit of swing?
Unbelievable. But these two opening batsmen are really good players. Thakur will go after the bowling. He usually does. We've seen it before. Azhar Ali, he's a class act. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, I wonder if he'll swing. He doesn't usually.
It doesn't. It hasn't much during the course of this whole tournament, save for a little bit of reverse swing that I remember Pakistan getting against South Africa up at Edgbaston during the group stages. But we are almost ready, and the oval is pretty much nearly full already. You might normally expect it takes an hour from the start of play at 10:30 for everyone to take their positions. Almost every vantage point is taken up, including a few residential houses overlooking this fine ground as Bhuvaneshwar Kumar starts off the innings, bowling to Azhar Ali, and it's outside off stump, and Ali lets it go through to the wicket keeper, and we're underway.
Another aside is that the outfield, particularly in the extremes, say down at the third man and at fine leg, is saturated. It is really, really wet. Now, people may think that is a surprise, but the groundsman has done that. He watered it last night to keep the moisture in and to keep the grass green.
Kumar's on his way in again from the pavilion end to bowl to Azhar Ali, and it's on middle and leg and just got enough bat on it. There were strangled cries for an appeal for LBW. He just got it off the square up to short mid on no run.
The significant thing about that moisture and the rain, not the rain, but the watering of the outfield is that it might negate reverse swing. Both these teams will be looking for reverse swing. It's a brand new cricket ball from each end. But there'll come a time when they'll be looking for reverse swing, but the outfield has been watered.
Kumar on his way in again to bowl to Azhar Ali. Outside off stump and driven up to short mid off. No run, so we're waiting for Pakistan to get off the mark. I think the average first innings score here at the Oval is about 267, Bumble. So what is that par as far as Pakistan is concerned? Are they going to have to aim for 300 to give themselves any hope today?
Well, I'd say 320, 330.
Kumar at the start of his run, coming towards us from the pavilion end to bowl to Azhar Ali, and that's a bump ball. Again, strangled cries for a catch as it went to the fielder at cover, but it was hit to the ground first by Azhar Ali, and we wait for Pakistan to get off the mark in this first over.
And looking at the field, it's what you get. It's a standard field for a one-day international, just two slips, a ring of three inside the circle on the offside. There's a fine leg, a third man, a straight mid-wicket and a mid-on.
Spider Camp just moves out of the way of our vantage point as in comes Kumar to bowl to Ali. Another ball outside the off stump and driven neatly up to mid-on, but again straight to the fielder inside that circle in the first power play, where you're only allowed two outside the circle, so that's where fine leg and third man come into play for Pakistan. Just one change for Pakistan, and that's Mohammad Amir back from the back spasm. Saw him miss out in the semi-final against England. Slightly unlucky for Ruman Rais to miss out, who bowled very well in that semi-final. Kumar again up to the wicket to finish this first over, and it's a maiden as Azhar Ali just shoulders arms and lets it go through to MS Dhoni. 0 for 0 after the first over. This is the ICC Champions Trophy final, and you're listening to Talk Sports in the UK and around the world on Cricket Radio, the global exclusive audio rights partners with the ICC Channel 2 group. And this commentary is going right around the globe, Bumble, going to Gulf News in the UAE, to ABC in Australia, SABC in South Africa, SLBC in Sri Lanka, Radio 4 in Dubai and the UAE, Pac Radio in Pakistan, AIR in India, and even the USA. Yup TV are taking our coverage morning, afternoon, evening to all of you listening.
Yup. It was brilliant. In the last game that we did, we were asking listeners, where are you listening? Also, Mongolia, everywhere.
Mongolia was the winner, I think, that you had.
Well, what about the fella who was in a pothole with Chris Akabusi?
I think that was intentional partridge, Bumble. I'm certain of that. Intentional Alan Partridge from one of our listeners claiming he was potholing with Chris Akabusi. Anyway, back to the cricket. We're waiting for Jasprit Bumrah to start his first over with this slingy action that he has. He played in the IPL, of course, with Malinga. Bumble's having a look at the field. Just a wide slip.
Yeah, that's it. There's a slight change from two slips. It's a first slip and then a fine gully.
Fakhar Zaman, the man waiting as Bumrah comes in with his high action full toss on the pads. He claims for LBW. He was going down leg side and it hit the pad anyway. And there's no run. Fakhar, who's been brilliant, Bumble, since he's come into the side. Ahmad Shahzad didn't perform well in the first game against India at Edgbaston. Since coming in, 31, 50 and 57 for this. Well, he's not a young man. He's 27 years of age, Fakhar.
Well, he's a great age to come into the team. No inhibitions either. He's out there to give it a start.
Left-handed batsman, Fakhar Zaman, waits for Bumrah to come in. Second ball of this second over. Just back of a length and played down into the pitch by Fakhar Zaman and straight back to the bowler. Average of 46 then in what is only his fourth one-day international. Playing a lot of List A cricket in Pakistan was Fakhar before he was called up. A lot of self-belief when you read the quotes from him that he knew his time would come in international cricket. And so far, he's taken to it pretty well. Still waiting for Pakistan to get the first run of their innings. Bumrah up to the wicket and it's full down the leg side, and the first run comes courtesy of a wide, Bumble.
142k. Not classical by any stretch, Bumrah. He doesn't run in to bowl, he skips. You have about 4 skips before he gets in there. He's got an ungainly action, but he gets it through.
First final between these two countries since the 2007 World T20 that India won. Bumrah up to the wicket to bowl, and inside edge from Fakhar goes down to fine leg. It was on him very quickly, minimum of foot movement from Fakhar, but he gets a run off the bat. 2 without loss, Pakistan, midway through this second over on TalkSport.
Just look at the pace there. I mentioned he's ungainly, but he's effective, he's Bumrah. 146k, that's good pace, excellent pace.
Just called a thick inside edge from Zaman and down to fine leg. The 2 slips are back in place as Azhar Ali is waiting for this next delivery, so different tactics for the 2 batsmen as far as Jasprit Bumrah and Virat Kohli are concerned. Azhar Ali just marking out his crease at the far end from us. Picture perfect day in South London. 1 or 2 wispy clouds here and there, but apart from that, it's a beautiful blue sky. Bumrah on his way into bowl once more to Azhar Ali. Just on middle and leg and clipped away to short mid-wicket for a single, so both batsmen have runs off the bat and Pakistan 3 without loss.
Big game for the umpires as well today. This could be a real volatile game.
It's
Ray Erasmus and Richard Kettleborough are the standing umpires today.
Erasmus is the man who's at this Vauxhall end, and Richard Kettleborough will be umpiring from the pavilion end. As Bumrah starts his run up again, coming into bowl to Fakhar, falling on his pads, and he got bat on it and just chipped it out in front of him on the leg side to short mid-wicket. No run, 1 ball to come in this second over in the ICC Champions Trophy final on TalkSport Cricket Radio. 3 without loss, Pakistan.
He's impressive pace, is this? He looks nothing. He just ambles in and skips in there, but that's 146k.
It's a really full delivery, well dug out by Fakhar, who waits again. Or indeed fielding. You wouldn't have had, well, you've got pretty long odds on India and Pakistan meeting in the final, having watched that first game at Edgbaston. But here they are, Pakistan, having really grown into the tournament. And Azhar Ali waits for the start of the 3rd over. Kumar in again And it's a thick outside edge run down to third man. Fielded out in the deep, Donny collects, and a streaky single to Azhar Ali moves the total onto 4 without loss.
You're always toying with these catches and 2 slips in position. Think about the field to the left-hander. It was a slip and a fine gully. If they'd have had a fine gully there, that's straight to him. And again, it changes. For Fakar, that is now a slip and that fine gully.
Beautiful seam position from Bhuvneshwar Kumar as he came in for that delivery. Thick outside edge. And Fakar Zaman just doing a little dance on his popping crease and now settles down, waits for Kumar to come in, right arm over the wicket, and they're going to run for a quick single played out to short cover point, and well, if that had hit, I think Fakar was in trouble, but it was wide of the stumps. The throw came in from Kedar Jadhav, but they get the single and it's 5 without loss. How close was this, Bumble, I wonder?
Really risky. I think this is out with a direct hit. He doesn't even get the dive in. Oh, he's a metre short.
My word, dicing early on with that opening stand, but he's home. He's Fakar Zaman and he moves on to 2. 2 slips are back in place as the right-handed Azhar Ali waits for Kumar up to the wicket, bowls. And this is tucking him up a little bit, just turns it off his hip behind square on the leg side, and a comfortable single this time compared to the previous delivery, and it's 5 without loss now for Pakistan.
And the fiddling with his first and second slip. We saw Azhar Ali get an outside edge down to third man for a single. When he just faced there, that last delivery, it was a first slip and then a 4th slip, and now they've moved to it's a slip and a 3rd slip for the left-hander.
As Kumar comes in again to Fakar on middle and leg and played through the leg side, and again there's a run for a single, but there was a slight misfield out at mid-wicket, so they didn't get the throw into the stumps anything like before Fakar was home. Another streaky single, 7 without loss. And Pakistan just trying to settle here, get some the understandable nerves out the way, Bumble.
India have been sharp. They've been sharp in the field. They're athletic.
And Kumar is starting his run up again. Couple of balls to come in this 3rd over. Up to the wicket, good length ball and neatly played out on the offside by Azhar Ali in his 50th one-day international today. Azhar Ali, former captain, of course. He quit after a disappointing 4-1 loss to Australia. It was perceived actually coming into this tournament, Bumble, that this was Azhar Ali's last chance, so to speak, to keep his place. He's done all right. Right. 59, 34 and 76 in his 4 innings during this ICC Champions Trophy. He's 3 not out waiting for this next delivery from Kumar. Another good length ball and neatly played back to the bowler by Azhar Ali with a minimum of fuss. End of the 3rd over on TalkSport and Channel 2 Cricket Radio around the world. 7 without loss, Pakistan, having been put into bat by India.
Well, they settled very well of India, just 7 on the board. Pakistan being watchful. There's nothing much in the pitch. I just think it's one of those pitches.
Trophy as the fireworks go off once again.
Isham does go on the pull. It's a top edge and he's got just about enough of it. It flies over the field at fine leg for a 6.
Down too quickly when he's at full pace.
Down wicket and hoiked it over deep mid wicket for 6.
Towards
And I think has produced a run out. But especially not to AB de Villiers.
3 overs for far for Ball, who comes in, bowling to Sumya, waiting, and he comes forward, takes, and it will go all the way for 6 runs. Sumya, it was through the shot, beautifully hit the sun.
So they've dropped the man back at deep square for Ronki for his pickup shot, and he back almost over cover, but he hit that over for 6, backed away, and just slapped that off one of the fastest in world cricket once again.
Short pulled. Oh, that's got. That's a huge hit. Wonderful. 6 so deep mid wicket.
Who's coming to throw himself headlong, got a ball, stopped it going over the boundary.
Pradeep once again, this time high in the air. Dropped by Lasat Malinga at fine leg. It was a bouncer shot delivery. The play just took it on high in the air, just danced around in the air, and Malinga finally not able to get to it.
Gets a better length, but he's picked it up on the half on. Is he going to be out? Yes, he is. On the nice take to 5 or 6 yards to his left-hand side, and takes a very comfortable catch in the end. Deep forward square, and a third man, and Horner comes down the wicket, and there he comes. He charged on the wicket. It's through to Luke Ron.
ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಚಾ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಸಾಕು
ಟೀ ಕಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ఏమో ఆగి మ్యాచ్ బాక్స్ ఫ్యాన్ కదా Hmm.